Okay, so quickly, we have to we have to make a review about Wonder Woman and why it's so good. So, my name's Jared, and this,
My name's Chase. I'm his brother.
yeah. So it's a family discussion, bonding. So, with stop shaking your head. With that being said, let the review commence. How about you start it off?
Okay. I'll just talk about what I thought was good and what. There was nothing really bad in this movie. It was just some things that made me scratch my head and why they would put it in there or why they wouldn't elaborate on it. So the first good thing I saw was the the mascara. I think that's what you call it. How you call it, right?
Yep.
Paradise Island, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. The colors, everything was awesome, and it felt like a exotic island that 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 nobody's touched, and it's magic, and it felt magical, and so it was really good, really well done. And another good thing I would say are the supporting characters that were around Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's mom, Wonder Woman's aunt, the soldiers that she ran into. What's his name? The Chris Pine. What's his name?
Steve Trevor.
Steve
Very
Trevor.
good.
Yeah, Trevor, who was her love interest. He was good, and I was interested in him. I was interested in these supporting characters that usually don't give me any interest. I also the fight scenes. Oh yes, yes please. The fight scenes were awesome, and they made Wonder Woman look powerful. They made her look uh, uh, fast and elegant and everything that I thought a comic book Wonder Woman should fight like in the real world, and it was perfect. But they gave her limitations, but she worked with people through those limitations, and it felt legit to me. It was good, and the only and another great thing. This is a good thing and a bad thing, and I'll get to it on my bad list. But the good thing was she felt hopeful. Like I had hope. Like she was the embodiment of hope. There was so much. Like there was a moment in the film where everything was lost, and she just lit up the screen, and she gave everyone hope. And I'm like, yes, that's a hero. That's what a hero does. They give you hope to keep going, even when it looks impossible. And I was like, this is great. But I'll get to why I saw it as a bad thing, and it's just a personal thing for me. But I'll get into why later. But um, let's let's pass that on Jared. What was your good thing? And then I'll say my bad thing, and then you say your bad things. I think that should go like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Good things. I like the characters. I like all the characters. The the main villain. I noticed him because I'm an artist, but uh, he had the stupid mustache on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but but also uh the story was good. The acting was very good. So some actors were passable, others were very good. There weren't any like really bad actors
No.
in there, or even like slightly bad actors. I was
Nothing
just
that made you get out of the movie. No,
yeah,
it was,
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
was good.
It wasn't like, oh god, go back to Wonder Woman. But yeah, it was just a very good movie. I'm surprised how well they did with that.
What were your favorite
Uh,
parts? Without spoiling anything.
Basically, just all the fights. I'm a fighting is like my crack, man. I can't get enough of it. That's why I love this Batman game so much. Just look at him. He's just breaking people's faces. But yeah, it's definitely the fight scenes, especially the end fight scene. That I was like, Yeah, it was just awesome. It was just awesome. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I'll talk about some things that I thought weren't necessarily bad, but that I would like to see fixed if I could fix it or if somebody could fix it. I think. Oh, it was about that hope thing. Oh, okay, this is not something I would want to fix, but it's just something that bothered me. She was more hopeful than Superman.
God dang it.
She felt so much more hopeful than Superman, and I'm like, dude, I thought your S on the S on your chest was a symbol of hope. Yet Wonder Woman played it better than Superman. I just felt it through the whole movie. I felt it here and there in Man of Steel. I rarely felt it in Batman v Superman, but in Wonder Woman, I was like, yeah, this is what hope feels like. That's what hope is supposed to do. But back. Okay, I'm complimenting the movie. So back to the critique. The only thing I would critique is the end. I felt that the end was a little rushed. Like there was, it wasn't all of the end. It was just maybe the last segment of it. Felt a little rushed. And if it was just not rushed, I think it would be been almost a perfect movie. Because I can't think of anything else. Jared might think of some things, but other than that, there were some things in the story that threw me off a little bit at the end, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just leave it at that too. So just in case. But what about you, Jared?
I didn't have that many problems with the ending. I just there was this one cheesy cheesy moment at the end. I won't say it, but I think you guys will notice it. What else? What else?
I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, it's just the ending.
It was just the ending.
Maybe a little bit of the villain if you can notice it.
See, Jared's talking about this mustache on this villain. To me, the villain. This is going on another good column.
Yeah.
To me, the villain was amazing.
He was
the
very
reveal.
Good. Very good.
I won't say anything, but the reveal of the villain was so good. Was so good. Yeah. I enjoyed it, and I was so impressed that they did it this way, and because it was a move that bettered the story and bettered the character. It was a brilliant move, and I loved it. I like it when you show respect to your characters, but you also keep to the story you're trying to tell. It's amazing. It was great. I loved it. And so I think we should probably get to the second segment of this video. Hold on, let me you take over. I'm gonna go and talk to somebody real quick. Here.
Okay. Okay, so why was Wonder Woman so good this time? Unlike Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad and a little bit of Man of Steel sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Even I'm a Superman fan, and I like Man of Steel, and I have to say, the more I think about Wonder Woman, the better Wonder Woman was than Superman of Steel. It was like there are parts that Man of Steel does better than Wonder Woman, and there are parts that Wonder Woman just does better than Man of Steel. But I'm like I said, I'm biased. I am completely biased. I love Superman. He's my favorite character. But there were parts in this movie where Wonder Woman made me feel that's the reason I like Superman. Yet it's in the Wonder Woman movie, and I was so conflicted because I'm like, am I starting to love Wonder Woman more than Superman? So yeah, that's. I mean, so I'll get to my main reason that Wonder Woman is doing so much better, is that they got away from all this doom and gloom stuff. Everything has to be darkened and hard and cold, and they got away from that and got to a place where you can have that, but you also can have hope there. You can have good people and people who make sense, and yeah, they stuck they were in a place where they could have a character be hopeful and smile and be happy, instead of, I can't think of a single time Superman and Batman smile. I can think of maybe two or three occasions when they actually smiled. And Wonder Woman, she's smiling all, like, at least half of the movie. Maybe not that much, but she's smiling a lot more than Batman v Superman and Man of Steel combined. And so I like that part, that they lightened up on the character. They didn't take themselves all that seriously, and that they were able to have fun with it. I think that's what it is. Fun. They put fun in the movie. I was like, what is this movie? What is this missing? What does this have that everything else doesn't have? I taste a little hint of fun, and it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Now you see, another reason. I'm pretty sure this is like the original Wonder Woman. So here's the problem with that, and the good thing about that. The good thing is, it's a character that people already like. Just in a movie. Wonder Woman has never had her own movie. Well, at least on the big screen. So I guess they just use that Wonder Woman. But the only problem with that is, if you do that for multiple characters, now it works here because nobody's seen that. But if you do that for like Superman and Batman, then, well, so in some places we've already seen that, like the Christopher Reeves version. It's, I wouldn't say it's completely like Superman, because Superman can't really do all those things that Christopher Reeve did, like rebuild the
golden age Superman.
But we're talking about Silver Age.
But see, this is where you're getting me into conflict again. You're dragging me into this. We have to have another discussion about characters and what you can and can't do with them. But finish your mind. Go ahead.
Lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, but what I'm basically just saying here is, a lot of people have seen and have an idea of the real Superman. So, well, the OG Superman, the man who's perfect in every way, or at least it looks that way, and he's actually, like, deep down he's sad that he can't save everyone, but he doesn't show it because he's the symbol of hope and whatnot. Yeah, but it sounds like my Hero Academia. But yeah, it's just that diversity eventually, if you do a reboot, you're not gonna be able to do this to do the same Superman again that everybody loves. So just watch out for that.
I see. So you're saying that because they've done so many versions of Superman and so many versions of Batman, it made it harder for Batman v Superman to make their new versions of Batman v Superman. But it was easy for Wonder Woman because there's no movie incarnation of Wonder Woman.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I see. So yeah, I agree with that. But I think the other big one that nobody else is talking about, well, no, I think a few people might be talking about it, is that Batman v Superman lowered the hype. And it's okay that some people liked it. I understand that.
It wasn't that bad.
I understand that some people liked it. I understand that. But I think that the hype was lowered, and that Suicide Squad also lowered the hype a bit, and it didn't do as well. So I think that's what it was. But anyway, I think that's our discussion for today. We'll probably come up with another video later. Probably about why Batman v Superman wasn't as good as we thought it should be.
Yeah, so with that being said, thank you for watching. Have a great day.